All right, guys, we are ready for the season. Let's get it started. All right, let me see if I can't get your SHADOWCAST set up here, fellas.
All right, I'm in. I'll be back on full screen though. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we have the Shadowcast going, but I am the shadow commentator as we watch this kickoff for the 2022 USFFL season. Easy for me to say. And it's a 9-7 lead for Tampa Bay over Dallas. Get the game up on my screen. Keep sharing your screen, Tim. You're good. I think if the broadcasters or the viewers want to make sure they see that. I don't worry about. I think you're muted. That's why you're. If you're talking, I can't hear you. Here comes the field goal attempt to give the Cowboys the lead right before the half. The kick is up. The kick is good. And that makes it 10-9 Dallas at halftime. Dallas is now coached by Tim Hay. And rest in peace to Harlan McLean, one of our longtime owners, passed away this offseason, who was coaching the Dallas Cowboys. And now we have a new coach in place, but we've named the trophy after Harlan as a way to honor him. And it's like we're getting ready to get to second half kickoff. Tampa Bay is coached by Vince Trivelpiece. He's a former champion, switched around teams. I think he was coach of the Ravens for quite a bit. I think he might have coached the Lions too at one point. I think I remember him knocking me out in the playoffs one year with the Lions when the Seahawks were in their 2006, 2007 post Super Bowl time. Off tackle right to Tony Pollard here. They're getting right to it. I pull a game up on my own screen though, so nice run, a short gain. I think it's going to go 18 yards. All right. Had to restore the season. Let's get the game ID up here. So this was originally a SHADOWCAST. It was SHADOWCAST for almost all of the first half. And now we are having a guest commentator. It's cool that Tim's going to keep doing these broadcasts, and they're entertaining, even with no commentary. You can kind of figure things out for yourself, but hopefully I add something to the broadcast. So the Cowboys are already at the 18. It looks like that 18-yard run may have been a 28-yard run. Now we got a 3rd and 1 at the Tampa Bay 36. I have everything up on my screen now, so I'm ready to go. Slant to Peyton Hendershot. Peyton Hendershot. I don't even remember this guy last year. I know they have Dalton Schultz. They got him shifted over to the other side. Backup tight end. He's a Yak E. C.D. Lamb at one flanker. Noah Brown at the split end. Pollard in a blocking back halfback set with Dalton Schultz. This is not your premium Dak Prescott card. So it's going to be a little bit tougher for Tim to make hay, if you will. Square into C.D. Lamb, guessed wrong, 1 man in zone. Short gain, 12 yards. So Dak's got the interception split on 10, even guessed wrong 2 through 4, and 12 is not what you want to see. 2 through 5 and 12 guessed right. The flat pass is still very strong, as long as you avoid that pick split. But the short and long pass are not what you're used to with Dak. And his a lot of blanks on that card. A lot of must runs. Must runs are decent. 2 through 5 is going to get you 13 or more. There's a long pass attempt from the 24. Guessed wrong. Incomplete. There was a man in zone, but you got some chances there. But look at that. Even guessed wrong. The interception splits on 8. 2 through 6. Guessed right. 2 through 9. Pollard in the backfield, 2 tights, 2 wides, curled to Michael Gallup, guessed wrong, 4 men in zone. 15 yards on Dak's card. Gallup takes it down to the 9. Let's see, look at guessed wrong, look at out. Typically a Dak card would have, 4 through 4, 5, 6, 7, not 3 of the 4 empty. Slant to Schultz. And here comes the pass rush. Tampa Bay bringing some heat. Antonio Winfield on the safety blitz brings him down, loss of 10. So we've had 5 scores today, 1 touchdown and 4 field goals. Tampa Bay has yet to find the end zone. This drive is going to be tough for Dallas to find the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 19. Off tackle right to Pollard. Hoping to hit one of those short gains on the D card. They got short gains on 7 and 8. That's a short gain on Pollard's card. 13 yards down to the 6. So it gives him some hope. Runs not off the table. Pollard's got a premium card. He can catch a bomb. He can do a lot of things. Zeke is decent short yardage. Pollard's got the short gains on 9 straight across. Zeke's in there, 3 wide. Jake Ferguson's the tight end. See, that's the backup tight end I'm used to. Who was that other guy I was saying? What the heck was his name? Peyton Hendershot? I guess I should watch more Cowboys games. It's a slant to Ferguson's being double covered by the linebacker. No, by the free safety. Straight double team, but it hits Dak's 9. Either way, linebacker double team or free safety double team, when it lands on the quarterback, it counts. And there was hits on 9 and 12. Straight pick on 10. Tim says very lucky. Good call. Tips his cap to Vince. Vince says thanks, and we are on to the extra point. 7-point lead at the moment, and it's now an 8-point lead. Later in the game, I like to go for 2 on those to make it a 2-score game. If you miss it, you're still up by 7. A new game probability feature shows Dallas up to an 85% chance for a win, but I don't know about that. I think they'll be knocking on the door at the 10-yard line, and it'll still say, Tampa Bay will be knocking on the door, and it'll still say Dallas 80%. I don't know how reliability this probability calculation is. All right. 1st and 10 for the Bucs, down 8. Crossing pattern to Chris Godwin. They went 3 wide. Dallas answered with the standard defense. And it's going to be a dump off of 4. So Brady's card's pretty nice in the set still. He's still going 3 wide. It's like 3 wide, 2 back. So that's why you're seeing the 4-3. But if you look at Brady's card, guess wrong. 3 through 10 is all filled in. There's no blanks there. You get him guess wrong, you're in good shape. There's a guess wrong pass to Mike Evans, and it goes on the D card receiver reading. First and 10 after the 14-yard gain. Sticking with that 3 wide, 2 back set. Crossing pattern to Gage, guess right, 4-man in zone. Dump off. Incomplete on Brady's card. Got that blank on 4, guessed right. Injury. Shaq Mason's gone down. Oh, let's look at the other injuries. Is that the first injury of the season? Yep, looks like it. Unless there was a first half only injury. But Shaq Mason's out for the remainder of the game. But no multiple games. So good news for the Bucs. And in to replace him is Brandon Walton, 0-2 guard. Flare left to Kate Otten. Guess right's going to go for 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. Goes 4 wide this time. Chris Godwin, Russell Gage, Mike Evans, and Julio Jones are the receivers. Instead of going 3-3-5, he's going with a 3-4. Got Van Der Esch and Damon Clark on as inside linebackers. Not a big fan of this because you can't double team. Bomb to Jones, guess right. Covered by 4, no men in zone. Brady looked for his receiver, but overthrows him on the D card. Hits a blank. The white die was a 6, so that would have been long gain on 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, and some of the receiver readings possibly. But the Bucs will punt. Coffin corner to Jake Camarda. Let's see if he gets it out or if it's too far. It's a 74-yard boot. It's going to go out of bounds inside the 10. It's going to go into the end zone. Animation was getting me a little hopeful there, but 63-yard punt from the 45, so 8 yards deep. You'd love to hit that plus 74 when you're deep in your own end. What a punting card. Look at that. No block. Pretty decent. Blocking back halfback set for the Cowboys. Off tackle right to Ezekiel Elliott. Guessed right. No game. Off tackle right to Pollard. Went to a 3-3-5 defense. He's going to run him out of it. Or try to, but Vita Bea makes the block. His nose tackle 5 rating takes care of things. Nose tackle 0 or +5, and he makes the play 67% of the time. 3rd and 10. 3 wide. Now he's got Tim's answering with a 3-2-6. Screen left to Pollard, hoping he'd move the outside linebackers to double team. Doesn't matter though, it's a white die 6, 13-yard pickup. Pollard beats the linebacker in coverage and takes it out to their own 33. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Pitch out left to Zeke. Guess wrong, 20 yards. Zeke gets around the corner. He gets up, asking somebody to give him a bowl of porridge. Nice pickup. He's not the Zeke of old, but he's not, he's more like an old Zeke, but he's effective. He hit the edges. Crossing pattern to CD Lamb, guessed wrong. The Cowboys offense is looking to get into field goal range on this one play. They get 10 yards down to the 37, so they're out the outside range. CD Lamb is maxed out, and he has double team catches. Two tights, two wides now. Pollard in the backfield. Look for him to get loose on a deep pass at one point. Covered by a 0 in this formation. Bomb to CD Lamb. He's covered by a 5-1 man in zone. And it's going to be a must run for 7 yards. You look at those must runs. From 2 to 5 plus 13, even 2 to 6 plus 9 or more. Get you a first down. So those must runs are kind of like hitting a half a completion. Guess wrong run to Pollard. It's going to pick up 2, bring up 3rd and 1. Vince brings out the 3-4. Sneak to Dak. Guessed wrong. It's going to pick that up 2 through 10. And he gets a 4. Plus 5. 1st and 10. Cowboys looking to make this a 2-score game. Screen to Zeke. Nobody there. I guess right. A lot of pressure coming. But it's going to be guessed wrong on the receiver card because the linebacker assigned to coverage moved. And that'll be plus 8. 2nd and 2. Prescott 20 of 32 so far. 226, 2 touchdowns and a pick. That was Zeke's first catch of the day. Curl to Michael Gallup. He's trying to key Zeke. Guess you're on Freeman in zone. Incomplete on Dak's card. Brady card, that's a hit. That's what I'm talking about. Those blanks on 4, 5, and 7. Not your typical. This game is extremely slow. Always reboot before you start your USFFL game. Clear out all that memory leak. Give your animation a nice, snappy response time. That's my advice. Flare left to Schultz, 2-man in zone. Guess right. Incomplete. Hit the receiver guard. 4th and 2. I think he's going to bring out the field goal unit. Get Brett Mayer out there. Kick is up. Kick is good. 2 through 11. Wait, there's a penalty. Push it back 5 yards. Chance of him going out of that 2 through 11 range. More like 2 through 10. Maybe even worse if he gets beyond the 23. No, it's still 2 through 10. Solid kicker. Here's the kickoff. The Bucs will take over at the 20. Sack. Down goes Brady. Dorrance Armstrong. Not a very high percentage sack. It was a 16 out of 100 chance, and the random roll was 8. Donovan Smith is a 7 in coverage, but Armstrong got past him. 2nd and 14. Only lost 4, though, so that's the good news for the Bucs. Wasn't like one of those minus 13 kick drive killing sacks. Crossing pattern to Gage hits for 13 on Brady's card, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. This play is very likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Bombed up Chris Godwin. He was keying Brady, looking for the sneak. This could be a big play. Long game. Brady's card, 51 yards. That's going to take us down to the 20, I believe. Chris Godwin streaking down the field. And he's brought down. Great call, Vince, says Tim. You can make good calls, but you need the dice to cooperate too. So looks like they finally came through for Vince. It's been a rough day for Brady, 14 to 24. For it would have been less than 120 or 120-ish, 125. Until that pass for 51. And here's the screen right now, just like it does sometimes. Momentum can shift quickly in Strat. Now we're to the 4th quarter. 2nd and 1 from the 11. Crossing batter to Godwin. And it's going to be 15 yards. That's a touchdown. That's going to get us back to a one-score lead. And the question is it going to be it's going to go for 2 here to cut it to 3. And the answer is yes. First and goal 2 for the 2-point conversion. It's got 2 backs, too tight. Too wide, and blocking back halfback set. He's going to go for a slant to Kraft, and he's going to hit on the D card. It's a pretty decent pass D card for Dallas, but hit Snake Eyes and got the split. So 2017. Dallas has a 3-point lead in the ball. Guess wrong pass to Hendershot. There's that man. Incomplete pass on a screen to Pollard. Pass run for Pollard off tackle. Slant to Schultz. Double cover here by the free safety. On 3rd and 8. It's going to be a dump off. Not enough pass rush. Only gets 5, though. And it's going to be 4th and 3. And he's going to bring out the punter. Not going to go for it here. It's another booming punt. Anger has also got a good punting card, 83-17. 83, and that's nice to have that when you're inside your own 10. But Nick to Fournette. Second and 10. Crossing pattern to Gage. Incomplete. Curl to Evans. Incomplete. So now penalty. Holding against Tampa. They're going to decline that. So the Bucs will have to punt. They can't take advantage of getting the Cowboys to punt. And there's that 74. Like I said, deep in your own end, they want to hit that big number. Second time today he's hit that. Turpin goes back to his own 14. Oh, but he runs it back. You outkick your coverage. 52-yard return by Turpin. Snake eyes are wild today. And look at that. Cowboys have it at their own at the Bucs 34. Up by 3 with 11:06 to go in regulation. Screen left to Pollard. Gets right for 4. No gain on that one. The guard couldn't make the block. Connor McGovern. This is 0-7. Helps for those dump offs. Matter of fact, Cowboys have 3 sevens on the interior pass blocking. Tyler Smith is a 5-4 and Terrence Steele is a 5-4. So 4 pass blocking against the defensive ends. Square into CeeDee Lamb, but in the middle they got all those sevens. 3rd and 6. They're in field goal range, so let's see if they can convert this. And it's going to be, it would have been 5 yards normally, but we use the yak, and that gets it to 7 yards and a first down. So look at that yak having an impact. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Cowboys got the ball, and they have the lead. First down, Cowboys. Button hook to Zeke. Short yardage defense. That's going to be guessed wrong, but it goes on the D card. Incomplete. 24-40. Prescott's going to ice his arm after this one. Guessed wrong. Short pass. 3-man in zone. Look at that. Dak hits his plus 13. That's going to take it down to the 10. Really important set of downs here for the Bucs. They'd love to hold them to a field goal. Off tackle right to Zeke. Loses 2 guessed right. Second and goal at the 12. Pollard back in there. 2 tights, 2 wides. Schultz and Ferguson are the tight ends. Curl to Noah Brown, covered by a 5, guessed right. Maybe looking for a dump off. And he's going to get it. 23 yards. That's a touchdown. Hits Pollard coming out of the backfield. Maybe it'd be better to call run against these Cowboys to avoid the dump off. Tough to do, though, 2nd and 12. Or 2nd and goal from the 12. So back to a 10-point, or out to a 10-point lead, back to a 2-score game. Tampa Bay's will get the ball with 8:06 to go in regulation. You need some of that Brady magic to close the gap. Four wide. Keyshawn Vaughn in the game. It's got a 4 pass block. Where's that Micah Parsons guy? We haven't heard his name today. It's coming on from rushing the passer from the linebacker spot, but it was a white tie at 1X. Penalty anyway. And that'll push Tampa Bay into a deeper hole. Win percentage up to 99% for Dallas. 3-3-5 showing blitz. Where's Parsons? There he is. 6-6, 11, 9 asterisk. 6-6, 12. But 6 adjusted because of the shotgun. It's going to be a dump off, but instead of hitting one of those juicy numbers, it goes to Keyshawn Vaughn's card. And he's got not a lot of hits there. He's in there for his pass blocking, not his receiving ability, and he flubs it. 2nd and 20. 16 of 30 for Brady so far for 195. Let's see if Parsons gets his first sack of the day. No, he stays home. Short pass to Evans, incomplete on Brady's card. Now a deep pass there on 8. No joy there either. Brady's only 4 and 3. Many years you'd see Brady with a long gain on 8 or 9. So 3rd and 20. See if he tries to throw it deep. Bomb to Julio Jones. Incomplete and an injury. Keyshawn Vaughn goes out, and he's going to be out for 12 games. That's the last you'll see of Keyshawn Vaughn until, November? Maybe December, early December. Kayvon Turpin calls for the fair catch. Probably came in from the sidelines. The coaches told him the only thing get Tampa Bay back in this game is the fumble, so just hold on to it. Screen left to Zeke against the short yardage. That's going to pick up some yards. Yep. White die 6 plus 13. Near midfield up to the 48 of the Cowboys. The crowd's going wild. The opening day. Cowboys got championship aspirations. Hitch to Brown, 2-man in zone. Don't land on the D card. And it doesn't. Receiver reading +7. In the Bucs territory. What was the score of this game in the regular season, the actual game? Let's check it out. Sideline right to Lamb. Guessed wrong. And it's going to be 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 1. So the dump off helped him, or the yak helped him before. The yak hurt him this time. would have been an easy first down without the yak, and now it's only a 2-yard gain, bringing up 3rd and 1. Screen left to Zeke. He's keying Dak, thinking he's going to go on a sneak, but it's Zeke out of the backfield for 10 yards. So during the regular season, this was a 19-3 Tampa Bay win. Off tackle right to Zeke. He's being keyed. Went on the D card, 2-man in zone. And it's going to be a penalty. They're getting so hype on their key. One of them lined up off sides. But the Bucs were 8-9 in the regular season, while the Cowboys were 12-5. The Cowboys defense is pretty staunch. Slant to Schultz, guessed wrong. It's covered by a 0. Oh no, wait, he's covered by a 4. Ferguson was covered by a 0. So Joe Tryon Shoyinka makes the play. Slaps the ball away. That's a tough D card to defend with by Tampa Bay. You can see why they are going to run into trouble stopping the opponent's passing game. Pitch out right to Pollard. Guessed right, man in zone. It's going to pick up 5, and that'll be another first down. Takes us down to 3:18 in the regulation. It's okay for them to run. That's a yeah. Give it to the big boy. 7-yard pick. My daughter brought over my old baseball glove, one of my old baseball gloves. I had given it to the dog to chew on as a chew toy. He tears through a lot of other things, so hoping the leather can give him a bit of a challenge. 2nd and 3. Cooper Rush in the game. That's probably a computer manager substitution. Tries to sneak it. Gets a yard. So our rule is still that if you substitute the quarterback, you're supposed to stick with that. Now he picked the formation. Dak's back in there. So probably need to stick with Rush, but I'm just broadcasting. I'm not going to interfere with the rule interpretation. Yeah, Rush is in there, so good. Tim was all over that. Saving some attempts for Rush. For Dak. Sideline right to CeeDee Lamb, goes in the D card, incomplete. 4th and 2. So still a slight chance for a Tampa Bay miracle comeback. They're not down 3 scores, and they're going to beat down 2 scores. And it'll be 13 points. So you need to get a touchdown and recover the onside kick. And get another touchdown. Brady comes out 4 wide. Fly to Mike Evans. 2-man in the zone, covered by 6. Interception split, but it's going to be a dump off, and it's going to be incomplete. So Tampa Bay is not getting help from the dump offs. They're landing it on the quarterback's card or hitting a receiver reading for blanks. They've got a 7 at each tackle and a 7 at center. Their guards are their weak blockers. Bomb to Godwin, double covered, one man in zone. Another dump off. And that's going to lose a yard. 3rd and 10. Four wide again against a 3-2-6. Bomb to Gage, 2 men in zone. And another dump off. Let's see if it helps. It does. Short game for 17 yards. And let's see if he gets out of bounds. He does. So saves. He still has 2 timeouts. 137 out to the 42. Fly to Evans, double cover, 2 men in zone, incomplete. Might be a good time to drop a cheeky flat pass in there. Fly to Evans. He says, go big or go home. And it's going to be a sack, fumble, recovered by the defense, and he will be going home. Let's see if it was that man, Micah Parsons, coming in from his linebacker spot. It was 11 beats a 4. Parsons.
Hey, Dennis, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Dennis, thank you so much for stepping in and doing this for us today. That's pretty awesome. Appreciate that.
Hey, no problem. The SHADOWCAST is a good idea, though, so hopefully we'll see some of those.
Yeah, and, I got some good feedback already from a few people, so I think I'll continue to do this throughout the season.
Sounds great. Sounds great. So it looks like a opening day victory for the Cowboys. Somewhere up in heaven, Tim or Harlan's smiling down at Tim, saying thank you for guiding my Cowboys to the win.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
All right, here's another Nita Cooper rush. And it's smart for Tim to bring in rush at the end and blowouts because we remember Dak went down with an injury last year early in the season, missed 3 or 4 games or 5 games, and Cooper Rush was lauded for bringing them to a 4-1 record or something like that. So you might as well, if the game's out of hand, bring Cooper Rush in, try to get Dak an extra game or 2 so that you don't lose your starting quarterback.
I noticed that Keyshawn Vaughn was hurt for 12 games. I'm looking at that now to see what kind of impact that might have. Well, I guess he only had 17 carries.
Yeah, he's not an impact player at all. And
yeah, you're right.
The Strat does look at the number of attempts and number of games played. I guess there's a chart in the injury chart that determines how severe the injury is. And for those part-time players, it can be very severe. But I'd rather lose somebody like that than lose Micah Parsons for 2 games or something, where you're losing one of your key guys. So
Sure. And he still has over 320 carries, it looks like, without him. So not a huge injury, but when I saw the number of games, that's pretty rare. I thought it was worthy to at least ask the question. So, yeah, appreciate that. Quick question before we get out of here, Dennis. If someone like you jumps in and picks this cast up and you kind of took it over like you did, are you able to close it? Or do I need to be here to close it since I opened it?
Yeah, it's you are the host, you are the broadcaster, so I don't have any control. That's why I even had to have you add me to the broadcast. Otherwise, I would just be backstage.
Okay, so super. That answers it. That is exactly the clarification that I needed. I appreciate you jumping on and helping us out. And I guess we'll right.
And we got other games coming up today.
Yeah, there's I think 4 more games tonight, including mine. Mine is the nightcap, which is unfortunate because I was kind of hoping to be able to broadcast or catch a little bit of the others. I may broadcast tomorrow. I'm going to try to get some games in this week for sure. And yeah, we're off and running. One game in, Dallas gets the victory over Tampa, 30-17.
Cool. And just to emphasize to the coaches in the league, you want them to post their game IDs in scheduled games, correct?
Yeah, so we want everything to go in scheduled games that is about the game itself, other than the game summary. So you
Perfect.
post your time there when you've got the game scheduled. You come back and post the game number when you do the actual kickoff in the exact same spot, so that it's all tracking in that same channel. Easy for me to find, easy for me to track, and as well easy for others to find it if they want to watch games. Which I saw even before I had the broadcast up and running. I saw somebody else had joined, so people are joining the games and keeping an eye on what's going on in the USFFL.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks a bunch. I'm going to jump off and I will help out on the broadcast when I can. But usually during the day and late at night are going to be my times to help. And that 5 o'clock Pacific time that's coming up for those other games, that's right in the middle of dinner time. So we'll have to skip on those today. But good luck and have fun against the Cards.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Dennis. That was Dennis Crowley, our tech admin, because he is really good at helping when we have some tech issues that come up from time to time and all kinds of other things. Also coach of the Seattle Seahawks. So he helps us out from time to time. We've closed out our first game of the season. That was, as we said, Dallas 30-17 with the victory. I am going to check, since I was multitasking. I just wanted to kind of see some of the stats here. Wow, 29 first downs to 11. So in some ways, Tampa was strong to hold on as much as they did, a 465-241 offensive advantage. So Dallas continued to lean on him and got the job done. Congratulations to Tim Hay, his first game playing the Dallas Cowboys and bringing home the victory. And we'll go ahead and wrap it up from here. Thank you all for joining us here, and we will have more broadcasts coming your way very soon.